Hi, I'm Aiken Gunay. To further understand the flow of the system that allows users offers the
like I'm on my tiptoes, baby. You think a little too small. I got big goals, baby. Ain't where the money at? Look, I just need the info. Pronto, I go and get it and split it with my kinfolk daily, and I'm the type.
Alright, good afternoon guys. So this week will be a hectic week. So I'm having my final exams and projects here in my online class. So if you're new here, my name is Aiken and I'm a second year IT student for the National University in Manila. Now, the course I'm about to finish this week is Advanced Database, and we're making a point of sale system that we need to present as a whole program. So my team and I work on a game inventory system that we can use for the POS. And later on, we'll be filming the project and show it in class on Friday. So it's going to be a fun and busy week. Let's go!
Once all locks have been acquired, the transaction is in its lock points. On the shrinking phase, in which a transaction releases all locks and cannot obtain a new lock.
It's an honor for me to award Dean's Listers for both MAEA and MWA. Jasmine Zainal Borromeo, Bernadette Villa, Gwen Francia del Rosario, Joshua Timothy Melcher, John Carlo Jimenez, Aiken Joaquin Gunay.
What is disaster recovery plan? I don't know. Documented process. What is risk assessment? Security-related risk to an organization. What is zero-day attack? Disclosed to proper person. What is an encryption tied to encrypted text? What is a security policy? Much for joining this session. Okay, we have a problem with the project.
So, when we're logging in, we don't have to be specific like, you have to click this if you're just a regular user. So basically, you don't have to identify that there are several users that will use the system all the time. It varies what you write. The buying price and the selling price. All you display is just the selling price. How about the buying price that determines how much you bought it? The price that the supplier charged me is the buying price. So you have to compare how you much bought it and how much you will sell it, then you have to summarize the cost.
We didn't realize that we are lacking in some parts of the system, and I'm glad that my prof pointed out the improvements need to be made. So, thank you, prof. Anyways, my last class will start in a bit, so let's go.
Did the world wake up on the wrong side of bed? Sleepy-eyed with a red hot pounding head. I'm surprised that we still managed to circle the sun. We should all be dead and buried with the damage
I
we've done.
stand corrected. Last week's academics task is not that hard, but this week will be pretty insane. So as you remember, my database project has been moved to June 18. Other than that, I'm also preparing a presentation for my NSTP2 class. So there are two NSTP class and I'm taking the last course, which is NSTP2. And my final presentation for this is all about family preparedness and emergency plan. And yes, that's a lot of things to prepare, but I'm also excited to wrap this thing all up. Okay, time to start editing the database project.
And sometimes it turns out to be a cloudy day.
Our very last extension for the project presentation is now on the 25th.
Be a drop of rain. You see these problems, they are seasonal.
Some days I don't know where my mind goes. Horoscope says that I'm psycho. Nothing to fill up my film rolls. Spend all my time on my pillow. And I don't know how to listen to my friends. They say I need a night to forget, but I think I'll just surrender to my bed, 'cause I need a night in my head. nobody gets to know me. Guess I've been living low-key lately. Lately I've been feeling like a homebody.
Good morning, everyone. For the first presenter, we have Game Gen. All right, you may now share your screen.
Hi, I'm Mike Gunay. I'm a UX designer for our POS, Game Gen. Our team created a point of sales for Game Gen that allows users and admins to manage stocks and sell them to the customers. The greatest thing about this POS is the modern and simple design that is easy to interact with. Each 12 pages we created, we delivered the needed features for our POS. To further understand the flow of our system, here's Audrey.
When the user opens the application, they will proceed to the login page, and the user can log in their appropriate credentials, recognizing the user is logging in as an administrator or a standard user. In the user's dashboard, there are 3 pages the user can select. A new order page, this is where the user or cashier accommodate orders from the customers. In transaction history page, this is where all transaction of the user is displayed. And in my account page, this is where the user can edit and manage their account, including their profile and personal information. In the admin's dashboard, there are 4 pages the admin user can select. In stocks page, the admin can add, modify, or delete items from the system. In my account page, this is where the admin can edit and manage their account, including their profile and personal information. In accounts page, the admin can create new account and delete accounts from different users. And in sales page, the admin can view all the sales and delete orders from the system.
Let us now proceed with the demonstration of our POS system. The first part of the system is a login page, wherein a user can enter their username and password. Let us first access the system with an account with admin access. The login page is connected to our database, so it is important that the user enter a valid username and password. Once the login requirements are correct, just click Login and it will now be redirected to the admin dashboard. The name of the account logged in will also be displayed in the dashboard. We can access different modules in the admin dashboard such as stocks, sales, my account, and accounts. Let us first view the accounts stored in the system. The accounts are categorized whether it is an account with admin access or just a cashier account. The tables include information such as account ID, first name, last name, username, password, and email. In the accounts page, we can also see the actions done by a specific user with the date and time. The user's activity includes actions such as logging in and out of the system, successful orders, updating the stocks, and others. As an admin, we are also the only one allowed to create an account for other users of our POS system. To create an account, just click Create Account and it will open a sign up page. In the sign up page, we can enter the username, first name, last name, email, and password, and choose what type of access our account would have. The sign-up process has some requirements for it to be successful. Firstly, all fields must be provided. We can also enter a username that already exists, and passwords must be at least 6 characters. Our entered passwords must also contain uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and symbols, and spaces are not allowed. Once the requirements are all met, we can now create our account. And since our POS system is connected to a database, once the account is created, it will insert a record in our accounts table with the entered information. As we go back to the accounts table, we can now view our created account here. As an admin, we can also delete an account if needed. Just click the account to be removed and click Delete Account. Once successful, the account record will now be deleted from our database. Any user can also edit their information. We just need to go back to the dashboard and click the My Account module. And here, we can edit the necessary information. The requirements in the sign-up process are also applied here. Once finished, just click Update Account, and once successful, the account information will now be updated in our database. Aside from viewing, creating, deleting, and updating accounts, as an admin, we can also view, add, edit, and delete products in our inventory through the stocks page. The stocks page is also connected to our database, specifically to the products and inventory tables. The stock page reads all the records from the tables and displays it accordingly. The products are categorized by consoles, games, and accessories. To view the product details, we just need to click on the specific product. The product details includes the product name, the platform like PS4, PS5, Xbox, and Switch, which is also color-coded. The stock of the product on the inventory, the buying price, which refers to the product's price from our suppliers, and the selling price, which is how much we sell the products, is also displayed. In the stocks page, an admin can perform 3 operations. We can add, update, and delete a product. Let us first add a product. We must clear first all the product details and choose which category our product will be. Then, we can enter the necessary information about the product. All fields must be provided. It is also important that the entered product name is not the same with the other product names. Once finished, just click Add Item and confirm the operation. Once confirmed, the system will now insert a new record in the products and inventory table. Then the product will now be displayed in the stocks page. We can also edit the product details. Select first the product to be updated and edit the necessary information. This operation is mostly used when updating stocks and price of the product. Once finished, just click Update Item and confirm. Then the record in the tables will be updated. And as you can see in the stocks page, the product is also updated. The last operation we can do is to delete a product. Choose first the product to be removed and click Delete Item. As you can see, all operation has a confirm dialog to prevent accidentally adding, updating, or deleting a product. To remove a product, just click OK, then the record will now be removed from the tables and the product will be removed from the stocks page. We are now done with the stocks page. Let us now proceed to the sales page. The sales page is connected to the orders table in our database, and the records will be displayed accordingly. The admin can view all the orders that have been made. It includes information such as the order ID, the name of the customer, the total payment, the method of payment, the cashier who took the order, and the date and time the order was made. We can also view the order details of a specific order. Just choose an order from the table, then the necessary information will be displayed below. It includes the purchase item's product code, product name, selling price, the quantity, and the subtotal. All this information also reflects on the receipt of the customer. However, if a customer decided to refund their order, the admin has the option to delete an order. Just choose the order, then click Delete Order and confirm. Once successful, the order will now be removed from the database, and the stocks from the inventory will be updated as the products were returned. Lastly, the admin can see gross sales and the net sales of all the orders. The sales page can serve as an overview on how much products have been sold and how much money we are making. That is all the modules an admin account can access, and all the actions we have done in the system will be recorded in the audit trail. If we view our account, we can see the actions we have done and the date and time it was done. Once we are finished using the system, just click Log Out and the account will be logged out from the POS system.
Now, let's try to log into the user account. After you've been logged in, this is the first page that you will see, just like the demonstration earlier. We have the My Account, Transaction History, and the New Order buttons. Now, let's go first to the My Account page. You can see here your account information where you can edit or modify just like the demonstration earlier. Let's go back and go to the transaction history. Just like in the admin account, you can see or review the transactions that were made only here in this account. Now let's go back and go to the new order page where the actual buying system takes place. As you can see, it is also color-coded based on the platform of the product. The user select a product to be added in the order list. They can only add or reduce the quantity of the product by pressing the plus and minus button. Products are also sorted based on the customer preference in finding the products that they want, just like what you can see in the screen right now. Once the customer wants to pay his or her orders, there is a prompt that will ask the customer's name. And the customer will be asked again what kind of payment method do they want to use, through debit card, credit card, or cash. If debit card or credit card is chosen, they have the same information that will be asked: the cardholder's name, account number, and CVV. If there is a blank or unanswered information, there will be a prompt that will remind the user to enter the necessary information in all fields. Now, after you enter the information, this will be a prompt that will confirm to print the receipt. And now you can see the receipt. We have the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro. Now let's go to the let's go try and to pay using the cash method. In this prompt, it will ask only for the payment of the customer, and it will check whether the money is sufficient or not. Let's say, let's input 30,000. Just like that, it will prompt a warning that it is insufficient cash. Now let's try to input 40,000. If the money is sufficient, it will display your order is already paid, and it will confirm to print the receipt. Just like that, we have the PlayStation 4, the Xbox Series X. And now let's check the transaction history to view our two recent transactions. And as you can see, this is our two new transactions that was made earlier. That will be all for the user account pages. Thank you.
Let's now proceed to the queries table. In the accounts table, there are two types of users. One is admin, and second is cashier. This table is composed of 7 attributes. To distinct two types of users, we have an attribute called admin access that determines whether this user has an admin access or not. Second, products table. There are 3 types of products that cashier can order: consoles, accessories, and games. This table is composed of 5 attributes. To choose a certain type of product, we have an attribute called category that determines if the product is console, accessories, or games. Also, we have an attribute called buying price that determines the invested money to a certain product. Third, inventory table. Only the admin can access and modify the stocks. This table is composed of 3 attributes, including foreign key product code that is connected to products table. To know how many stocks are left, we have an attribute called stock to determine if the product is running out or not. Fourth, order table. In the order table, only one cashier can cater the orders. This table is composed of 6 attributes. To distinguish who ordered the products, we have an attribute called account ID that is also a foreign key connected to the accounts table to determine the cashier who ordered the products. This table is also used for sales and history transaction page. The only thing that differs between them is sales page has an attribute called account ID called cashier, while transaction history is none. Fifth, order details table. This table will show how many products did the customer buy. This table is composed of 5 attributes, including foreign key order ID that is connected to the orders table. We have an attribute called quantity that determines how many items of the product did the customer order. 6. Audit trail table. This table shows what the user's activity does in the system. This table is composed of 4 attributes. We have an attribute called activity that determines what event did the user do, like log in, log out, successful order, and any other activities that the user does in the system.
I've been on my own for a minute. Is it only me out there? No one seems to think that I fit in.
We are so grateful to build a POS system that offers the right features that you can interact seamlessly. This project kickstarts new opportunities, and we can wait to start working on them together because we can change the tech industry for the better. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a great day.
Well done, Game Gen.
We are so grateful to be in this journey, showcasing how we learn and create new things to make an impact. Thank you so much, Vince, JC, Audrey, and TJ. And one last thing, I want to extremely thank Paramax Center for lending me an M1 MacBook Air and the iPad Pro. All the editing, recordings, UX designing, and programming was handled in this thin and light notebook. Unbelievable combination of performance and portability. With that, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm excited to create more with you. I'll see you again.